x will undergo transformation. What do you mean by undergoing? What is meant by a function that undergo transformation? It means that we are going to factor this function and such that it forms now cosine squared x or cosine squared 2x. So now, again, this is equal to the integration of sine squared 2x remain as is because it is an even function or even power. Then cosine cubed 2x becomes cosine squared 2x multiplied by cosine 2x dx. To take note, this is formed by factoring, okay? And again, this is equal to the integration of sine squared 2x multiplied by the quantity of 1 minus sine squared 2x equals quantity cosine 2x dx. Where, of course, cosine squared 2x is nothing but this one, okay? 1 minus sine squared 2x because the angle here is 2x, okay? Now, therefore, it becomes the integration of sine squared 2x because we are going to distribute, okay? Uh, Integration of sine squared 2x multiplied by cosine 2x dx, then minus the integration of sine to the fourth because sine squared 2x multiplied by sine squared 2x equals sine integration of sine to the fourth
Okay, so ibabalik ko na kayo dun sa video lecture natin. Natin mag-ano yan. Ayaw na naman yan. Manwala, view. Grace. Okay, so Ito ng cursor ko ayaw gumalaw. Yan. Okay. Kaya mo natin ha. Okay.
In the DU, where either M or N is positive or maybe N is
Here.
John. What do you mean by undergoing, what is meant by a function that undergo transformation? It means that we are going to factor this function and such that it forms now cosine squared x or cosine squared 2x. So now, again, this is equal to the integration of sine squared 2x remain as is because it is an even function or even power. Then cosine cubed 2x becomes cosine squared 2x multiplied by cosine 2x dx. You take note, this is formed by factoring, okay? And again, this is equal to the integration of sine squared 2x multiplied by the quantity of 1 minus sine squared 2x equals quantity cosine 2x dx. There, of course, cosine squared 2x is nothing but this one. Okay, 1 minus sine squared 2x because the angle here is 2x. Okay. Now, therefore, it becomes the integration of sine squared 2x because we are going to distribute. Okay. Integration of sine squared 2x multiplied by cosine 2x dx, then minus the integration of sine to the fourth because sine squared 2x multiplied by sine squared 2x equals sine integration of sine to the fourth 2x cosine 2x dx. Okay? Now in this case, guys, since sine squared 2x and sine to the fourth 2x have the same multiplicative value, which is cosine 2x dx and cosine 2x dx. So therefore, since we have sine a combination of cosine, so we have to look for the highest power. The highest power on our first term is 2, while in the second term, it is 4. So therefore, we have to use let u equals sine 2x. Okay? Take note that we don't have to use the angle u as 2x, but rather we have to use sine 2x because it has a combination of another trigonometric function, which is cosine 2x. And therefore, let u equals sine 2x. Derivative of u is equal to the derivative of sine 2x is equal to cosine 2x, and the derivative of the angle is equal to 2dx. Therefore, we have to multiply both sides by 2, du over 2 equals, because this one 2 will multiply before the cosine 2x, 2 cosine 2x dx divided by 2. So the resulting equation becomes du over 2 equals cosine 2x dx. And take note, guys, therefore, we can say that the integration of sine squared 2x cosine 2x dx minus integration of sine to the fourth 2x cosine 2x dx. And take note that we have the first, this one is our u is sine 2x, and the power is 2. So it comes now 1/2 integration of u squared because sine squared 2x is equal to u squared, and cosine 2x dx is nothing but du over 2. Okay, so therefore, minus 1/2, of course, cosine 2x dx is our du over 2, then multiplied in times integration of u to the fourth u. And thus, this one for terminal integration, that is 1/2 multiplied by u cubed over 3 minus 1/2 u to the fifth over 5 plus c. Then again, simplifying further, that is 2 times 3 is 6. So 1 over 6 u cubed, then minus 1 over 2 times 5 plus 10 u to the 5th plus c. And thus, plugging in the value of u, the u here is equal to sine 2x. So therefore, it is 1/6 sine cube, okay, because it has cube here 2x, then minus 1 then sine to the 5th 2x plus arbitrary constant c. So this is the answer for our problem number 1. Okay, take note of that. Okay, guys. So you will notice how the transformation is being evolved in this kind of equation. Okay.
Okay, saglit lang. May tanong ba regarding that? Wala. Hello? Hello?
None po.
None. Okay. So, naintindihan na ba ng concept kung paano i-solve? Hello?
Yes po.
Okay, so let's move on to
Being
number 2.
evolved in this kind of equation. Okay. Now let's proceed with number 2. Okay. In number 2, we have the integration of sine cube x dx. And again, take note the power. The power is equal to a positive integer. And that is 3. So therefore, we have to factor this one in a form of that is equal to the integration of sine squared x multiplied by sine x dx. So we have to use sine squared x because, guys, again, we have sine squared x is equal to 1 minus cosine squared x. So we are going to substitute sine squared x by 1 minus cosine squared x multiplied by sine x dx. And again, that is equal to the integration by distributing, okay? Integration of sine x because 1 times sine x dx is equal to the integration of sine x dx. And then minus the integration of cosine squared x multiplied by sine x dx. And thus, as you can see, guys, there is u squared. And again, cosine x has a combination of sine x. Therefore, our u here is the trigonometric function that has the more or highest power. And take note, cosine has the highest power, which is equal to 2. And thus, our u is cosine x. Taking the derivative of u, derivative of cosine is negative sine x dx. And thus, we have sine x dx, which is a combination of cosine squared x. And thus, since this is positive, so we are going to multiply both sides by negative. So negative du multiplied by negative of negative sine x dx equals sine x dx. And then, okay, let's proceed simplifying the given equation. That is the integration of sine x dx minus our cosine x, our u raised to 2, and sine x dx is nothing but negative du. And thus, that is equal to the integration of sine x dx. Negative times negative is positive integration of v squared du. And therefore, the integration of sine x dx is equal to negative cosine x and plus, okay, take note of that, sine, when we integrate, the value is negative cosine. Then, when we take the derivative of cosine, the answer is negative sine. That is the reverse. Now, the integration of u squared du is equal to u to the third over 3 plus c. Plugging in the value of u, therefore, becomes negative cosine x plus 1/3 cosine cube x, because our u here is cosine x. So we have cube, so cosine cube x plus arbitrary constant c. So this is the answer for our example number 2. Okay. Now, I have to, okay, so that you could be able to analyze it, guys, okay? And I will have to say, okay, so that you can see it, guys, okay? Now,
Take note ha, take note yung kanina, yun yung ano, yung
I-integrate, the value is negative.
hindi gaanong madilim. Okay,
Yes, I
yan
see it.
Nakita nyo na
Okay?
dito sa taas.
Wow.
Ayan. Ayan. Okay, guys. So,
Remember, so, anyway, ito, ay, spark talaga. Well, anyway, guys, nandiyan naman yan sa ano nyo. So, I will have to end this discussion so that it will be recorded. Okay?
okay. So, balik tayo dun sa susunod na niya. Okay, stop. Stop this one. Okay. Okay, dito tayo sa next. Okay.
Okay, it's time. We will have to proceed our discussion on case number 2. Okay. So for case number 2, the integration consists of sine raised to n UDU, integration of cosine raised to n UDU, and integration of the combination of sine and cosine, which is sine raised to n U, cosine raised to n UDU, where n and n are positive even integers. So in other words, this one is even, this one is even, this one is even. So both sine and cosine are both powers are considered even integers. So in that case, guys, we will have to use the following trigonometric identities. So we have sine squared u equals 1/2 multiplied by 1 minus cosine 2u. Cosine squared u equals 1/2 multiplied by 1 plus cosine 2u, and sine u cosine u equals 1/2 sine 2u. So these are specifically designed for case number 2. Okay, so you cannot use this one in our case number 1. Okay, now examples here we have sine raised to 2 theta cosine, rather integration of sine squared theta d theta. And number 4, integration of sine squared x cosine squared x dx. So our solution here, we have for number 3, the integration of sine squared theta d theta. Take note that the power is even. Okay, then replace, because sine squared theta is equal to 1/2 multiplied by 1 minus cosine theta, d theta. And again, we have to distribute. So integration of 1/2 times 1 times the theta is equal to 1/2 integration of the theta. Integration of 1/2 times negative cosine to theta d theta is equal to negative 1/2 integration of cosine to theta d theta. And again, let u here. There is no combination of cosine here. So there is no sine. So therefore, our u here is not the cosine to theta, but rather our u here is the angle. Let u is equal to theta. Du equals to the theta. Divide both sides by 2. So therefore, du over 2 equals the theta. Okay? And thus, 1/2 integration of the theta minus, okay, integration 1/2 integration of cosine. Our 2 theta is u, then our d theta is u over 2. So therefore, we have 1/2 theta, then minus 1/4 integration of cosine u du, and thus that is equal to 1/2 theta minus 1/4 sine u plus c, and thus 1/2 theta minus 1/4 sine our u is cosine theta. So therefore, minus 1/4 sine cosine theta plus c. Okay, this is the answer for number 3. Okay, now, number 4, the integration of sine squared x cosine squared x dx can be written also as integration of the quantity sine x cosine x equals quantity squared dx. And take note, sine x cosine x is equal to 1/2 sine to u. Okay, from here. That is equal to 1/2 sine 2x. Then it goes quantity squared because this is squared dx. And thus 1/2 squared equals 1/4 integration of sine squared 2x dx. Now, you will notice that the angle here is a multiple of 2 or harmonic. In other words, when we have an angle here which is equal to 1, it becomes 2. When we have 2, it becomes 4. When we have 3, it equals 6. When we have 4, it becomes 8. So that will be a harmonic multiple of 2. So therefore, that is equal to 1/4 integration of 1/2 times 1 minus cosine 4x. 2x now becomes 4x in those quantity dx. And thus, 1/4 times 1/2 1/8 integration of 1 minus cosine 4x dx. That is equal to 1/8 integration of dx because we distribute, then 1/8 multiplied by negative cosine 4x, that is equal to 1/8 integration of cosine 4x dx. And we left to here is equal to the angle 4x. And again, cosine 4x has no other trigonometric function except the cosine itself. Okay, so we have finished equals 4x, which is the angle. Du equals 4 dx. We divide both sides by 4. Therefore, du over 4 equals dx. So substituting the value, we have 1/8 integration of dx minus 1/8 integration of cosine u. Then our dx here is du over 4. So therefore, 1/8 integration of dx minus 1 over 32 because 8 times 4 is 32 integration of cosine u du. Thus, it is 1/8 x minus 1 over 32 sine u plus 3 because integration of cosine u is sine u. Then therefore, 1/8 x minus 1 over 32 sine, our u is 4x here. Okay, where's our u? Okay, our u is 4x. So sine 4x plus c. So this is now the answer. Okay, so do you have any question with regards to this? Okay, please get a screenshot of this, the whole thing, so that you can study this alone. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so put a screenshot of that. Okay, so again, I will have to pause for a while.
Okay, so let us now consider the last part. Okay. Basically, this one, I feel difficulty in adjusting this. Okay. Okay. No. Mhm. Okay. Yan muna natin ito.